Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Wolverine, issue 11. And before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a little update. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 22 on Dark Avenger Inc., which is a show where I review all the comics read this week in one show, in a countdown type version. And here are the exclusive comics for that show. A lot, actually, this week. We have X-Men Gold, issue 1, the anniversary issue for X-Men. Justice League of America Vibe, issue 9. The Superior Foes of Spider-Man, issue 5. Smallville, season 11, issue 19. Nightwing, issue 25. Superboy, issue 25. And Batgirl, issue 25. So if you want to go check out those reviews, definitely go to Comic Uno episode 22, which will be annotated. But let's talk about Wolverine, issue 11. So earlier on Bleeding Cool, they mentioned that this issue is supposed to be really big, or might be really big, and it ended up falling that it wasn't that big, and nothing was going to happen to Wolverine, or nothing newsworthy. And yeah, nothing newsworthy really happened in this issue. But I have been picking up Wolverine just because the whole Kitty Pryde story arc. A big fan of Kitty Pryde, and especially Wolverine and Kitty Pryde's relationship. So I was like, you know what? Let's pick up the whole Killable story arc. Literally, there's 2 issues left. I will talk about the reboot of Wolverine after I talk about this story, because it does connect to this story a lot. But yeah, let's talk about the cover. Really enjoyed the cover. We got Kitty and Wolverine on the cover. And again, this is the only reason I really picked up was because Kitty was in the series. Because I haven't been loving Wolverine. It's kind of bland for me. Nothing too special. But again, I do have to pick up the story to see what happens next with Kitty and Wolverine. But very cool cover. But let's see what's going on with the story. So in this issue, we get to see Wolverine and Kitty. They're fighting all these ninjas from the Hand. They're trying to protect the security guards in the building. And one security guard's kind of anti-mutant. And they're still trying to protect the security guards in the whole entire, I think it's a mall or a museum. So they're trying to protect them, and at the same time Wolverine's very weak because he doesn't have his healing factor, and we do get to see that become a problem in this issue. And also the Hand knows their every move. They even figured that Kitty was going to be there, so that tends to be a problem in this issue. And in the end, we get to see the Silver Samurai come back, and Wolverine does go out alone. I don't know if Kitty will be back in the story arc, but he did go out alone with the Silver Samurai, and that's what happened in the end here. So again, nothing newsworthy. But I thought this issue is a tad bit better than what we've been getting with Wolverine. Still not really a great issue. There's nothing that really holds, for me at least, in this issue for me to pick up another issue. But really, I have to pick up another issue just for the Kitty Pryde and Wolverine story arc, because I'm 2 issues away. But if this was issue 1, I'd probably be like, really, especially if you're not such a big Wolverine and Kitty fan, you'd probably be like, not so interested in this story. And this story has actually been advertised a lot with Killables, like something's gonna happen with Wolverine because of the story arc. And it doesn't really seem that anything that's special with this Wolverine story arc, because we've seen ninjas and Wolverine before. It's not a known, a new known story. So it's it's a tad bit interesting with that. Again, this issue was a little bit more interesting. The characters are written well here, but I think the process of the story and the progression of the story really isn't written as well. And the art's very, I wouldn't say bad, but it's not really fitting that well for Wolverine. So for me, I'm not particularly a fan of the art, and the coloring of it's kind of dark for me. But honestly, I'm going to give this 3 stars. It wasn't bad, but it's nothing really to scream about either. It's nothing really happening in this issue that was that good, honestly, to pick up Killable. You would think a Wolverine series would have a little bit more powerful story, and this is just very bland, and that's how I felt with this issue also. Again, not a bad story, just not a powerful one either. So I'm going to give this 3 stars. I guess it's up to you guys if you want to pick it up. If you've been reading Killable, it just kind of continues the story. If you haven't been reading it, I don't recommend the story arc just yet. But one thing I do want to talk about before I close this review is that Wolverine is getting relaunched with another Wolverine series, where this just got relaunched not even a year ago. So I think that's very weird that they're changing the creative team, but also changing the series. I think they should have done what Green Arrow did with DC Comics. When Jeff Lemire jumped onto the series, started writing it, everyone was really happy because Green Arrow was doing really badly. So just have a new creative team, but keep the series. Just advertise it really well. Put in all your Marvel comics. Say, oh, remember, Jeff Lemire's, I think it's Ryan Stegman who's drawing the art for the next Wolverine comics. Like, don't forget Ryan Stegman on Wolverine. I think that would be a lot smarter than relaunching this title, which kind of gets me annoyed not to pick up the first issue of that Wolverine story. Like, I think if it was continued from this Wolverine series, I would have more of an effort to pick up that issue. But I'm very upset with this stupid relaunch. I think it's really stupid to relaunch Wolverine once again. So I was very upset to hear about that news, but we'll have to see where the story arc goes and if I pick up that first issue. I think it depends how many comics I'll be picking up. Maybe I'll buy it, but I think because they are relaunching it, I'm going to kind of avoid the first issue and maybe hear other people's thoughts beforehand. But yeah, 3 stars. I leave it up to you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and tell me your thoughts about the Wolverine relaunch. Do you think it's a smart idea, or do you think it's just kind of a money grab thing? Are you happy there's a new creative team jumping onto Wolverine? Tell me in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the right situations, and don't forget to like my Facebook page, and I'll see you guys later.